Hello everybody, welcome back. I am shattered. It was a really windy night. 130, 140 kilometers an hour winds, weather warnings, all sorts of stuff. So I was up most of the night, just waiting for someone to come down and crush something, to be honest. However, the sun's out, the wind has dropped quite a bit, and now I've got to go and check absolutely everything, because you need to be able to clear up real quick, because you don't want it to be a danger to people. So I need to go and check everything up, but just thought I'd quickly have a look and see, because that's had a second coat now. It will need a third. The paint doesn't cover very well, but it looks a bit lighter on camera than it actually is, to be fair. Problem, I'm filming with an iPhone and they tend to colorise everything in a certain way. But I'm happy with that, and I can get on with that after I've checked out the property. Living in a large house with lots of land is a superb experience most of the time. Yes, it's a lot of work, but when it comes down to really serious storms, that's when it becomes quite difficult, especially when you've got to go and check everything afterwards. Ground floor is all right so far. Let's get up the stairs because I've been staying in one wing, and then I need to go and check out the areas that I haven't been staying in. Right. I did not close that door before I went to bed. Yeah, oh dear. Let's hope that window's not smashed. No. Glass is still there. That's literally been beaten open, isn't it? So that shutter dog that holds that back has failed in the night. It's damaged that shutter really badly as well. And then that's the impact has jolted that window open all the way up there. And right, let's get that closed and sorted. Yeah, that shutter dog's in the right place. That's just smashed its way round. I'll have to check out here again in a minute, but let's check for everything else. There's actually some of the bits of those shutters in there in the moat. We have to use this because there's obviously no way I can reach that. I don't want to get a ladder, so this is an extendable boat hook. Let's see what we can do with that. Now, let's see what else is. Okay, and this is that's the one. That looks like it ripped through it, doesn't it? This is not going to be easy, is it? Bit of dangerous leaning out the window later, and that is back. But now, let's see, tree is over. That's going to be dangerous, so I'm going to have to go and check that out. There it is. Definitely that tree down. Got one over there. Good. Oh. And I heard plenty of cracking in the night. And it's still fairly windy. Don't know we'll make it through another night like that without serious damage. Even when you're coming out to inspect damage from a storm though, and the sun's shining, it's a beautiful little place to be, isn't it? Now, we'll have a bit of water reflection. Where's that one from? Yeah, it's just snapped off as the wind's blown across that top lake and taken it down, and that's straight across the path. That won't be a particularly easy one to do, but it ain't anywhere that the public can get, so that can wait until the winds drop. Plenty of debris. Again, nothing too bad. That ain't going to be the easiest thing, because that's caught up in that. Caught up in that tree and that tree. Well, it's always firewood. It's always firewood. Can't see any missing slates. Put that shutter back, everything else seems all right. We might have got off quite lightly this time. Oh, it's beautiful in that sunshine now. Really is. And the wind is dropping. Out here's all right. Going to check on the chapel and of course the driveway, which has many massive trees on it, which half of which need to go. Little chapel. Yeah, chapel's all right. Good. Yeah. It's all looking all right so far. Twigs, trees, and a bit of devastation. Nothing huge. That's what matters. It's not particularly pleasant to be walking around, but this is not the end of the world, is it? So far so good. Just twigs and mild debris and a great view. I think we survived quite well. Do you know what? We've had worse storms, or shall I say we've had worse effects from storms. That was pretty windy last night. I think I've come off out of this quite well, and all of the local chateau owners were all messaging each other this morning. How did you do? How did you come off? What was broken? I know Billy had a tree snap in half. I reckon I might have got out of this better than anybody else this time. A couple of big branches. Looking pretty good. I can actually escape the driveway. So, happy days. I have to be honest that when I saw that window earlier and that shutter, I was a little bit scared because the windows are about 5,000 euros a piece to this place. So that was a little bit of a heart-sinking moment, but looks like we have escaped quite well, so I will take the win. That's the problem with a place like this, is you have responsibility to the building, the grounds, to make sure they're safe for everybody and make sure they're not doing any further damage, which unfortunately has been forgotten in most of these places for quite some time, this one included. However, we're getting there, and now I can go and warm up, because as sunny as it is, it's freezing.